Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Miss Lauren Riley. When I say welcome back, I really mean welcome back because I've had to take an enforced break from vlogging. So the first thing I owe you is an apology. And the second thing I owe you is an explanation. So I'm sorry that I haven't vlogged in a little while. It is now 2017. We have just headed into March. So it has been a while since I've vlogged, and the reason for that is it's not because I don't enjoy it, it's not because I don't want to prioritise it. I've always shared as part of my vlog and my channel story that I am an entrepreneur, and my business, the Link app, always takes precedence over anything that I do. That includes social life, personal life, gym, blogging, vlogging, anything else basically. So first and foremost, I'm an entrepreneur, which is something I'm really proud of, and my business means a lot to me. And I guess this is a New Year vlog, even though we're in March. So Happy New Year, guys. I'm sorry that I'm late to the party, but I'm happy that I'm here. So I'm actually on holiday at the moment, and the background, as you can see behind me, is Lake Windermere, and I will be doing a whole other vlog to tell you about this particular trip, but I thought this is the only time I'm going to get to talk to you, so I wanted to take the opportunity to sit down and explain and start the new year and start my vlogs again, and I'm really excited to be back. So what's happened since we last spoke? So I've just mentioned the business, so let's speak on that. So the Link app, which is a communication tool between law firms and their own clients, as you probably remember, I am a qualified lawyer, and that's how I had the idea for the business. So the business has been going really well, and we've recently announced that we've raised investment. So it's our second round of funding. So it's from a London-based venture capital firm. So it's incredibly, it was an incredibly proud thing for me to be able to announce that to the world, because anybody who knows anything about entrepreneurialism or startup businesses will know that seed funding and early stage capital is one of the biggest issues and the biggest barriers and I guess the biggest reasons why a lot of startups fail. So the fact that we've been able to raise a second round of funding, which is a mixed SEIS and EIS round for anybody that has raised funds before, so that's really good. It's meant that I've been able to grow the team, so we are bigger than we used to be. We're able to obviously get out to more law firms. We've added lots of features to the product. So I will do a business vlog actually, if it's of interest to people specifically. Please do comment and let me know what you want me to talk about, because I'm happy to share my journey honestly with you. So I'll probably talk completely about the business. So that has been very time consuming. The process of raising finance, the legals, etc. around it was very time consuming. And then of course, once we raised it, we wanted to get on with spending the money in the right places. So developing the product, like I said, building out the team, and all sorts of really exciting things. So it's been a great time for the business, but a very, very busy time for me. So that's one of the things that took me away from vlogging for a little while, obviously the Christmas and New Year period. So I had a great Christmas. I spent it in London, in my house that's another piece of news, in Wandsworth, and I had the family round, and I actually cooked the Christmas dinner. Oh, whoa. That was all going far too well. My camera actually just fell over, so this is a genuine, true vlogging experience. Anyway, so as I was saying, I had Christmas in London, in the house that I was living in Wandsworth. I had my family round, so I cooked the dinner and also went to church in between cooking the dinner. And I did have some help, I didn't do it just by myself, but it was actually a really great experience. I really enjoyed that. And then I went skiing over New Year, and actually I got really sick, which is not a good part of the story. So I got really ill after Christmas, and before New Year, I basically my body just said, Lauren, had enough. And yeah, that was really hard, obviously being sick. So I actually, when I got back to London, was diagnosed with an infection in my right lung. But what was hard about it was that was the only break that I was gonna have for months. I'd worked pretty much solid for the last sort of 6-7 months, and I really needed a break, and being ill was rubbish basically. I didn't get to do much skiing, although I was in the Alps and there wasn't much snow over New Year anyway, so that kind of sucked as well. And I made a bit of a promise to myself while I was on my sick bed that, you know, it's not healthy to work so much and become so run down as a result of it. And again, another blog that I would love to do for you, vlog, would be entrepreneurialism and the links between physical and also mental health, because you are putting a significant amount of strain on yourself. So anyway, so I went on holiday but didn't have a great time because I was so ill. And then I was like, right, January 2017, new start, fresh start, let's have a change of attitude. Obviously still work really hard because my business means a lot to me, but let's see if I can get a bit more work-life balance. So that was what I went into New Year thinking. And well, it's probably pretty obvious, but I failed at that because we're in March and this is the first vlog that I've done for you. So, you know, I like to hold myself out there and try and help people with hints and tips, but I am by no means perfect, and this is something that I struggle the most with. So anybody that has any tips about work-life balance and how to achieve it, I'd be really interested to hear those. So comment below for me. But so now I've obviously done a little bit better because I am away. So that's really what this year is about for me. It's about growing the business and continuing to work really hard and becoming that entrepreneur that I know I can be and continue to be. And it's also about trying to get balance. So for me, the two things that defined me before I founded the Link app were, one, fitness. I was fitness mad. I was always in the gym, exercise trends, healthy eating. That was just who I was. And since founding the business, because I work from 7 AM till 10 PM consistently, the gym's just gone out the window. That means that I'm not as happy in myself. It means I have put on weight. But it's just generally affects your health, so that's not good. So I want to get back to fitness. What else defined me? So the second thing would have been travel. I'm passionate about travel. I've travelled sort of 28 states in America. I've travelled Southeast Asia 3 times. I've been to Australia twice. Travel is just my passion. Not only obviously sunshine and holidays and sunbathing and things like that, but experiencing other cultures, just seeing what the world has to offer just fills me with joy and nourishes my soul. And the fact that building a business means you can't do that as readily, you know, it's understandable, but that also takes away from who I am as a person. So this year is about committing to me, committing to my health, staying with the business and staying committed to that because it's really important, but trying to find a bit more balance. So I will let you know how I get on over the course of the next 2 or 3 months, and if I get any tips, I'm going to start doing some research as well. I'm going to take this project very, very seriously. If I get any tips, I will let you know. But this is just my introduction to 2017 vlog. And one major piece of news, I suppose, that I guess I haven't announced over social media, I'm not sure how important it is, but I've actually moved cities. So I lived in London for 2.5 years when I founded the business. And I suppose as part of The Apprentice, filming and stuff like that, and then founding a business. I really like London. I always lived in southwest London, so Clapham, Balham, Wandsworth, if anybody knows those areas. And they are beautiful. I loved it. I love it down there, and I still think London is an incredible city. But I found it even harder to have work-life balance there, you know, driving around. I was so far away from my family, it was difficult to see them. And a lot of my friends, obviously, that I grew up with are still up north. So, yeah, so I relocated from London to Manchester, which is not where I'm from originally, but it was where I lived for a good chunk of my life as well. I own property there. So I'm able to live in a property that I own, which to me is really important because I get to put my own style on it. I'll probably do a vlog as well about the property. It's only an apartment, but it's just so you can sort of see my style and what I'm putting onto it. And so far, I'm loving it. It means I can drive around, which suppose. Is it lazy? I don't know, probably, but I love driving. So I can drive around, which is a bonus. It means I'm closer to my family. I'm only an hour's drive from my mum, which is important, and my best friend. It means I can have, it's like a spare bedroom for people to come and stay with me, which I didn't have in London. It means I can have an office at home, which is advantageous because I work from home fairly regularly. And I'm still traveling to London a lot, so I'm still enjoying that piece as well. So I feel like I've got the best of both worlds at the moment. It's early days, but I live between London and Manchester, and that's a great place to be because I love both cities. So that's an update about me and my life and what's happened. So actually there's quite a lot in that for a small amount of months. And so I'm not rambling on, I will leave it there. And the next vlog I want to film for you is this trip that I'm on right now. So I'm in the Lake District and I'd like to show you a bit about that. So please tune in to my next video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll leave the social media links below if you want more regular updates about what's happening with me and the business. Thank you for watching.